Oh, oh my God. This is section 2.4. It's on postulates and diagrams. We're going to review the first 4 postulates. If you noticed, I attached a postulate in a theorem packet to the 2.4 channel of Teams. So you can access that. It has all of these postulates listed on it. Okay, so postulate 1 is the ruler postulate. We've gone over that. Same thing with postulate 2, the segment addition postulate. The protractor postulate is postulate 3, and the angle addition postulate is postulate 4. We're going to go again. So this is some examples that you have already done using the ruler postulate. Here's a number line. How long is segment FH? This says the same thing. How long is segment FH? That's what that means. How far is it from point F to point H? Let's do this one. Here's F. Here's H. How long is that segment right there? It goes from 3 to 9. You could count, or you could take the difference of the coordinates and then take the absolute value. So your coordinates are 9 and 3. Subtract those, take the absolute value. You could also just count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Got a little messy there towards the end. But that's the ruler postulate. You're taking the absolute value of the difference between the coordinates. That's how you find the length of something or how you measure something on a number line. Postulate 2 is the segment addition postulate. There's a whole lot of points here, and there's a whole lot of segments there. What if they told you 2 lengths and asked you to find another one using that information? Segment QS, we'll make it red. Let's say it has a length of 29. Segment ST has a length of 9. We're going to make that one blue. Notice how the red and the blue segment are right next to each other. They form this green segment, segment QT. How would you figure out the length of segment QT if you knew the red one and the blue one? Well, red plus blue gives you green. So we got 29. And we also have 9. Together, when you add those, you get the green segment. So 29 plus 9 gives you 38. That's the distance from Q to T. That's your segment addition postulate. Little plus little equals big. Now, I'm sure this example gives you the length of the big. And to find the length of the other little one, if you knew the other little one, you'd subtract. Postulate 3 is the protractor postulate. It's a whole lot like the ruler postulate. Rulers help you measure segments. Protractors help you measure angles. So let's find the measure of, let me find a good one here. Let's find the measure of angle BFD. So here's angle BFD. You can trace it with your finger or your pencil, or you can highlight it if you want with a highlighter or a different color. There's that angle. Now notice how the angle has 2 rays, and each ray goes through 2 numbers. If you want to find the measure of angle BFD, all you really need to do is pick one of the scales, either the top numbers or the bottom numbers, and subtract them, just like you did with the ruler postulate. So 155 minus 70. That gives you the measure of that angle. Now, if you really had a protractor, you could count the 85 little spaces, which are degrees, between these two rays. But it's a whole heck of a lot easier just to subtract to find that angle measure. That's your protractor postulate. Postulate 4 is the angle addition postulate. In this diagram, we have two little angles and a big angle. If you want the measure of angle HEF, notice how that's the big angle. What do you do with the two little ones? You're going to add them. 52. Oh, that is an ugly 2. Not sure what happened there. 52 plus 44 gives you 96. That's the measure of the big angle. Angle addition postulate. It's a lot like the segment addition postulate. Okay, so those are your first 4 postulates in a review. You've done all of these problems before. In the next video, we're going to talk about these new postulates.